Hey guys, it's Bub here, and in this video we're taking a look at Windows XP 2003 Reimagination by Pinky. I found this on the Internet Archive, and it's something that I'm really eager to take a look at, because we've taken a look at quite a few different versions of Windows XP and how custom developers modify them to look like their own choosing. But this one looks very unique, just based off of the screenshots here, and I'm really excited to see what Windows XP could look like in an alternate universe or in an alternate timeline or something like that. So the specific version we're going to be taking a look at here is XP 2003 M7, as I believe that seems to be, well, it's the second to latest, I believe, latest build. We have M8 and M7, so I have M7 here. So let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Alright, so let's get this VM booted up and let's dive into it. Like I said, there's really not much else to say about this. I'm excited to look at this and see how Pinky had imagined this to be. I don't really have the backstory on how this OS was created or why it was created, but all I know is that it's definitely going to be unique from what we're used to with Windows XP, which was a well-known and well-beloved operating system by the Windows community. Alright, so right off the bat, it's asking us where we want to install Windows. We'll do a quick format through NTFS, and that was it. We are now installing. That was very easy, 2 clicks. Alright, and here we are in the out-of-box experience. So I have a feeling right now it's about to ask us, oh, it didn't. I am expecting it to ask us for a product key, which I am prepared for this time. Usually I'm not, but I do have product keys to try for this operating system. Hopefully it skipped over it, but I know I won't get that lucky. So right now we are installing Windows. It is bragging about Microsoft Plus for Windows XP. So let's let this run and we'll go from there. Alright, and here we go. So regional language options. Let's go ahead and give ourselves a name. And I think the next one should be product key. I couldn't get out of it that easily. Luckily the first key I had worked, so that is a rare occurrence for me. It actually just took it first attempt. But there we go. So that should be some of the last intervention. So we are now installing. Alright, and here we are in another out-of-box experience. This might be the actual out-of-box experience. Let's go ahead through this. I do hear music playing. It should be muted for the recording, but it does not sound like the regular Windows XP out-of-box experience music. I'm hearing a nice startup sound. It does feel more modern. And right off the bat, we get brought into the Windows Security Center. Pretty cool. So let's go ahead. I will get VMware Tools installed so we have a better viewing experience, and then we'll dive into this. Alright, and now that we have VMware Tools installed, let's go ahead and start looking at this operating system. Start off right here on the desktop, we have Windows XP 2003 Reimagination Milestone 7. Windows XP 2003 lost members, so we have 1 member from the team for this project. Here is a change log of everything. I'm sure that there's also issues listed in here. Base operating system. I mean, you can read through all of this if you'd like, but oh, here is the backstory on this operating system. I was just talking about not knowing that earlier, so if anybody wants to read it, here it is. And with that being said, let's go ahead and move into actually taking a look at this operating system. So this background here is obviously a remix of Bliss, but it looks more depressing in a way because it's gray skies instead of blue skies. Definitely not setting a great first impression for the operating system, making it seem a lot more sad than Windows XP's Bliss. Moving down to the taskbar, we have our clock button. We have our Windows security alerts, which is telling us to check for automatic updates and install antivirus software. Very helpful, thank you. We then have index, our search index. We have our safely remove hardware, our volume control, which is taking forever to load. I'm not sure why this is volume is lagging behind there. And then we have VMware Tools, which I put on the operating system. Moving over, we have our options, our help button for language bar. And then we have a Windows search on our taskbar by default, so we can go ahead and just start searching for things. I believe that is a built-in, it looks like a built-in Windows search. Moving over to the left side of the taskbar, as our volume knob still loads, opening up the start menu, we can see here that we have a nice blue theme. And you can see that carried throughout. It's not the regular Windows XP Luna theme. It's more like a custom theme for this specific operating system. So on our start menu by default, we have Internet Explorer, Email, Media Player, Tour Windows XP, Transfer Wizard, and WordPad. Going into all of our applications, we have a lot of unique things, including Microsoft Virtual Wi-Fi. That's unique. Nothing else under accessories. Under games, we have Reversi. We have all the regular games you'd see there. Nothing really crazy under maintenance. The Windows HD DVD Interactivity Jumpstart. I'd never seen that one before on Windows. We then have, only thing in startup is Windows Search. Windows Digital Media Enhancements, so like an advanced calculator. It's even like a graphing calculator. I've never heard of this before in Windows. So then we have Ink Art, Slideshow, Audio Converter, Windows Dancer, which is okay. Very interesting, to say the least. Let's go ahead and close out of that. That is unique. And then Windows Party Mode. I don't know if these are legitimate Windows applications or not. Like, that is weird that these are in here. I'm a little confused, but okay, let's move on. We have Windows Calendar, which looks more like a Vista application than an XP application, but we'll move on. Movie Maker, and then Windows Search. So those are all the applications that we have in here by default. Taking a look in our File Explorer, we can see that it does look very similar to what released in the production version of Windows XP, but of course it has that not Luna blue, but a more deeper blue. I don't know what to call it. I call it aqua almost. An aqua blue window border and window theme color. Taking a look at our C drive, we are only using 3.54 gigabytes of space, so on a 40 gig disk, 39.9, we have 36.4 gigs free. Let's go ahead and take a look at our CPU and RAM utilization. So CPU utilization, we are idling 0 to 2%, I mean typical Windows things. And then this is our page file utilization, so our actual memory will be under physical memory here, so you can take a look at that, at those numbers right there. So with that being said, this was a brief overview of Windows XP 2003 Reimagination M7. Definitely let me know what you think about this down in the comments below, and I'd love to hear your feedback. Personally, I feel like this could be Windows XP 0.1, like how there's Windows 8.1, or maybe even Windows XP SP4. With that being said, if you have any other ISOs that you want me to take a look at, please drop them in the comments of this video because I love doing viewer recommended ISO reviews. If you like this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new around here, as I do all kinds of different technology videos, including device restorations. And with that being said, I'll see you all in the next one.